I'm kind of doing a nothing video, just trying to make content. But today we have Barack Obama versus current President Donald Trump if they could both run for a third term in 2028. Now, one important, let's look at Trump's age. Right now he's 79. 4 years from now he will be 83. Yes. So he'll be as old as Joe Biden, and he would be pushing 87 by the end of his term. While if we look at Barack Obama, let's see, Barack Obama age, he's 64, he'll be 68 by 2028, and he'll be 72 by the end of this third term in this world where both of these guys are able to run for third terms. Now, I will be assuming that people can run for third terms and that Trump didn't do something to make it so that he could run for a third term. Because if Trump changed the Constitution, he would be probably hugely unpopular, even among a conservative base. So I'm just going to be assuming this is just how it's always been. Maybe back whenever they put the 2-term limit, maybe it was 2 consecutive terms. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So off the safe states would be, for Donald Trump, would be possibly the usual. We do have to remember Donald Trump's approval rating is at negative 6.2%. Why, if we look at Obama's current approval rating, he has one of the highest approval ratings out of living presidents, with most people with him as a +9 approval rating. So people do remember his presidency very fondly. Trump 2020, yeah. But we do have to remember Joe Biden is connected to him. And of course, Joe Biden's getting way too old. I didn't put Joe Biden as Barack Obama's VP. Also Joe Biden's already been president. I'm not sure if Joe Biden would want to be downgraded to a VP spot. Sorry, just looking at some polls. So I decided to put Ro Khanna. Maybe Obama would try to rally up the more progressive base. Make sure that he has them before, because I would say most liberals really do support Barack Obama. And then, it's more of a progressive base that he might have to win over a little bit. Illinois. And I do think we could probably see New Jersey move back into the safe column in this scenario. And we could possibly see New Mexico move into the safe column. But in 2016, Clinton won it by 8.2%. But we saw Obama, even in 2012 and 2008, win it by around 10. I do think Donald Trump's old age could possibly mean New Mexico's a safe state, but for now, I don't think it's going to be safe. So now, after the safe states, it's 193 to 123 with Barack Obama up. This district of Nebraska will be likely. New Hampshire will be likely. Minnesota. I do think New Mexico would probably move into the safe column. Virginia being likely. And any other likelies for the Democrats? No, probably not. Now, the likely states will possibly... Wow, this is such a huge change. I didn't know this. Iowa went from +5 for Obama in 2012 to +9 in 2016 for Trump. Huh. I do think Texas would still be likely, as even though even in 2008, McCain still won it by 11% and Romney won it by 15%. Florida would probably stay likely, maybe move down into 7% margins. And Ohio would probably also stay likely, maybe go into 6% margins, but with J.D. Vance on the ticket, I would find that kind of surprising. Maybe. And Iowa, honestly, since Barack Obama does do good in Iowa, I could possibly see only going to Barack Obama by around maybe 3 to 4%, somewhere around there. And this district of Maine will probably go to Trump by around 6% margin, maybe. Yeah, probably around like a 7% margin. After this, I do believe that Barack Obama will be able to win Wisconsin by around a 2 to 3% margin, Michigan by around a 2 to 3% margin, and then Arizona is moving to the left quite a lot. Besides this past election, but they have but as we saw in 2020, they have a Democratic governor. They elected a Democratic senator this past election, and in 2022 they elected Mark Kelly, who's also a Democratic senator. So, both Democratic senators, a Democratic governor, and recently there was a abortion referendum, which has definitely moved Arizona more left, and I could definitely see Barack Obama winning Arizona by very slim margins. I do expect Nevada to probably stay with Trump, maybe. We could. I don't know if we'll see a 2020 level blowout against Trump. I do think the popular vote would definitely go to Obama, a lot more than it did for Biden in 2020. But maybe he wins less swing states. I do think in 2028 we will see North Carolina continue to move to the left. And I could possibly see North Carolina, especially with Roy Cooper, running for the Senate, most likely to win in 2026. North Carolina also elected a Democratic governor in 2024. I could definitely see North Carolina going to President Barack Obama. And also, I do expect Georgia to go to President Barack Obama. Pennsylvania is definitely moving redder, but I still expect it to go to President Barack Obama. But by probably very slim margins. But even in 2020, Trump still was able to win North Carolina. And if we go back to 2000, last time North Carolina was won was by Obama, but by the very slimmest of margins after a terrible Bush presidency. And also, 2008, I don't think Obama will be able to run on the whole change platform. So I do think Trump could probably still win North Carolina, but maybe lose Nevada. I do think we would see Nevada still go. Yeah. So if both of these guys could run for third terms in 2028, I think it would be 303 to 235 with President Barack Obama regaining the White House. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and peace out.